First, come into a comfortably seated position. You could sit on the floor with a cushion under your hips so that your hips are higher than your knees, or you can sit in a chair. Keep your back straight, tuck your chin ever so slightly. Bring your shoulders just a tiny bit back so that your heart feels wide and open. Your hands can be cupped underneath your belly button, or they can be face down over your knees. Your eyes can be gently closed, or they can be ever so slightly opened, looking just past the tip of your nose and downward. We're going to start by taking a big, deep breath in and letting a big, deep breath out. A big, deep breath in, allowing yourself to heal your mind. And a big, deep breath out. Once more, breathing in all of the blessings of the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. And a big, deep breath out. Now that we have our mind and body in one place, we're going to start by gently noticing our breath. How it automatically goes in, raises, and there is a pause. And then it automatically lets go all the way down. And there's also a pause. So just noticing the full breath in and out. Don't control the breath, just allow it to be as it is and just observe it. And just think to yourself as you breathe in, I am breathing in, and I know that I'm breathing in. And as you breathe out, think to yourself, I'm breathing out, and I know that I'm breathing out. Now just continue with this for 5 minutes. And each time the mind decides to wander, thinking about the future or the past, just bring it back to the breath and remember, I'm breathing in, and I know that I'm breathing in. I'm breathing out, and I know that I'm breathing out. When the thoughts come, don't judge yourself. Don't reject those thoughts. The point here is not to make our mind blank. The nature of the mind is that it has thoughts, it has activity. Just allow them to be. Also, don't make a story about it. Don't grasp that thought or emotion and elaborate it. Again, just let it be. They're going to arise and they're going to disappear again. Just bring your mind back to the thought. I'm breathing in, and I know that I'm breathing in. I'm breathing out, and I know that I'm breathing out. I'm breathing in, and I know that I'm breathing in. I'm breathing out, and I know that I'm breathing out. As we continue to do this, our mind becomes fully aware of the present moment. It becomes aware if it's thinking about the future and comes back. It becomes aware if it's thinking about the past and it comes back. So as we continue to practice this, this is the practice of mindfulness. It brings our consciousness and our body fully absorbed in the present moment. So now we're going to add an extra step to this practice, because mindfulness is something that we can do every day, all day long. So I'd like you to stand up and just begin to take a couple steps, maybe 10 steps or so. And as you're walking around, just remember the same technique. I'm breathing in, and I know that I'm breathing in. I'm breathing out, and I know that I'm breathing out. And just allow the movement of your body to synchronize. Know that you're breathing, and just let it be. Continue walking just a bit, breathing in and breathing out. Or if you prefer, you could sit and stretch and just know that you're breathing in and know that you're breathing out. Now, what this practice teaches us is that whether we're sitting, whether we are in motion, whether we are washing our plates, whether we are driving, whether we are walking down the street, whether we are at work, wherever we are, there's always an open and fresh moment to bring our mind and our body into one place. All we have to do is check in with the breath. I'm breathing in, and I know that I'm breathing in. I'm breathing out, and I know that I'm breathing out. In this practice, in this cultivation of mindfulness, we can bring this mindfulness into every action in our day. When we are doing any of those things, let's say washing our plates, know that we're washing our plates. When we're driving, know that we're driving. When we're at work, know that we are at work. When we are sitting, know that we are sitting. When we are drinking our cup of tea, know that we are doing so. So anything can be a support for mindfulness throughout the day. And the best way to check in is just remember that you're breathing. So bring your hands into a prayer mudra. First put them at the top of your head and say Om. Put them at your throat and say Ah. And bring them to your heart and say Hum. Om, Ah, Hum. And now we bow ever so slightly and dedicate the benefit of this practice to the benefit of all sentient beings. Gracias.